Hey everybody, welcome to the hot seat. I'm your host, CJ from Cooking with CJ. Tonight we got a wonderful lineup on the hot seat. So take these things off. I'm going hard. All right. So before we get started, I want to introduce my co-host. We got Kent from Daddy Dutch Barbecue and Cooking. Our moderators, we got Scotty from the Grill in there. We have LeprakonTV. We got Jay from LeprakonTV. And I haven't seen Hobo yet, but Hobo's a moderator also. So do me a favor, in the description, we got the links for everybody's channel. Make sure you're subscribed. And if you're not subscribed to me, get there and do it right now. We're trying to build the empire around here. All right. So that started. I'm going to announce a couple people in the chat. I see Rob from Barbecue Pit Dog, Easy Bake Barbecue, Pickles Barbecue, Christie's Cooking Channel, The Gallery Backyard Barbecue, Carolina Country Cooking and Barbecue, JP Barbecue, Josh and Babe, In for the Grill, and the Master, the Godfather, T-Roy Cooks. How you doing, T-Roy? Cheers to you, brother. Keith Bedtag, how you doing, my brother? How you doing? All good. Cheers. So without any further ado, Scott, he is a Navy veteran. He's a massive cook. He's a trooper. Just my hero. I can't believe you came straight from the hospital to get on the hot seat. So real quick, being that you're a Navy veteran, I'm a big supporter of the armed forces, first responders, all that stuff. So thank you for your service. You know I love it. And, you know, I know Marion from Robert Roy and then Eric from Roundhouse, they're vets. So any other vets that are in the channel or in the chat, thank you for your service, all right? So, Scotty, why don't you take a minute and say hi to everybody?
Hey, everybody. I appreciate everybody joining. Really means a lot to me. Thank everybody for your prayers and messages and everything. I couldn't have done it without the prayers and all your support. So thank you so much.
All right, man. So really, I can't believe you're here. I've given you plenty of freaking outs. You're like, no, take care of your health. Dude, you're like, no, we got this. We're going to be there. We're going to pull through. I got this. I got my water here. I'm going to power through. So, hey, it's awesome that you're here. And like I said, you're a hell of a trooper, man. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's get started with these questions.
Awesome.
You ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Where are you from?
I'm from Goldsboro, North Carolina. It's on the East Coast, about an hour and a half from the coast, about 45 minutes from Raleigh.
Right on, right on. So family life, spouse, kids, dog, cat, ferret?
Yeah, I have a beautiful wife, Stacy. I have 2 children, Madison and Mason. I have a couple of fish. I have a Basset Hound, Scooter, and we have a new dog to our home. His name is Rocky, and we rescued him recently.
Right on, right on. So this is something Hobo used to do all the time. Is your wife willing to come on and say hi?
Yeah, but she's not here right now, but she'll be back shortly.
All right. So when she gets back, make sure she comes on and says hi to everybody, all right?
That'll work.
Cool, cool. All right. So besides professional YouTube barbecue cook champion, what is your real job?
I work for an insurance company. Sorry, my little boy is right here. I work for an insurance company, and I'm a network administrator.
Right on, right on. What is that? What are you allowed to say? What insurance company, or want to plug them out there?
Probably not.
All right, cool. Fair enough. I'm with you, brother. All right. So, who taught you how to cook?
I give that all to my mom. My mom's still living. She's a great woman, just a good old Southern belle, and she's taught me everything. And still to this day, she's 77, and she tries to cook from time to time. But yeah, she definitely taught me pretty much all that I know, and just kind of grown from there.
Right on. What does a weekday meal consist of in your household?
Weekday meal. It kind of varies. I have 2 very picky children. They do love barbecue. We like a lot of Chinese, a lot of Japanese type cooking. I'll do that at home, or sometimes we'll pick it up. But on average, it's pretty simple. During the weekend is when I really kind of spread my wings and start cooking a lot of barbecue and so forth. So during the week, it's pretty boring.
Nice. What are your like specialty dishes that you like to do? You say you take over on the weekend. Is there something that your kids just love, your go-to deal?
Their go-to, I mean, man, I can tell you that everybody loves brisket. I wish I could cook it more often. If we're not cooking brisket, I would say barbecue chicken. Eastern North Carolina barbecue chicken is another favorite.
So what does Eastern Carolina barbecue chicken consist of?
Very, very basic. Salt and pepper, and then you got a vinegar base with, again, salt, pepper. Some people put a little bit of brown sugar in there. Some people put a little bit of molasses, but it's pretty straightforward. But it's great flavors.
Right on. The largest amount of people have you cooked for? How many is that?
Probably the largest amount I've cooked for is about 100 people. It could have been more than that. I cooked for a benefit here in Goldsboro, and I cooked, I don't know how many pork butts for that event. So it was at least 100.
Wow, dude, that sounds insane, man. All right, I have a couple questions that we got from Facebook groups that we have on there. I post a picture and ask for comments.
Awesome.
So, from Kristy's cooking channel, do you put sugar in your grits?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. So, Kristy, there you go. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing because I don't eat grits. But
hey, CJ, I got a question for you.
What's up, brother?
I'm not seeing the questions or people coming in. How do I get there?
Okay. You have to open up YouTube.
Okay.
All right. And mute the link. I'm sorry we didn't go over this before we got started.
Sorry.
So open up YouTube, open up the link to the live broadcast. Make sure you mute it because there's a delay, and just maybe even just kind of shorten the screen down a little bit and you can see it.
Okay. Cool.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and go over the people in the chat that I've seen joining. Lyle from No Hippie Barbecue, another one of the godfathers out there. Pickles Barbecue. James from Aim and Claim 'em, another one of the big dogs. Easy Bake Barbecue. John from 1984 Barbecue. Cooking with James, what's up? Meathead, my brother, what's going on? Cast Iron Skillet. Hey, John, is Rebecca with you or is it just you? Let me know. And Eric from Roundhouse Ranch showed up, so nice to see you. Before we started, Eric, I thanked Scott for being a veteran. So, and again, we'll thank you for being a veteran too. Kent's going to ask your question when I go to him in a minute, okay? So you just know what's up. All right.
Awesome.
Okay. I kind of alluded to earlier, but what is your favorite dish to cook? Is it brisket or is there something out of the ordinary that you like to make every once in a while?
Yeah, I mean, brisket is definitely my ultimate. But I love some good wings, smoked wings, fried wings, basically any way I can get it. I love some good wings. Yeah,
I do too. Wings are my favorite, and I love the flats too. So I always order those. It's awesome. So, all right, man. What is your guilty food pleasure?
My guilty food pleasure?
Yeah,
man, I'm gonna probably make some people sick. But this is not something that I cook. But I love some potted meat and crackers, buddy.
What is potted meat?
I guess they don't have it up there. There's some good old fishing food there.
That's not a Southern California dish there, brother.
No, my daughter said it smells like cat food, but it's if you're around this area, you know what I'm talking about. It comes in a little bitty can. It actually looks like it would be cat food. I call it ground up like hot dogs or something, but it's awesome.
Ground up hot dogs, nice. All right, cool, man.
Yeah. Like, look, Kris just said like smushed up spam.
Smushed up spam. All right, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'll look for it. How about that? I'll look for it. I'll give it a shot, and I'll do a live stream trying potted beef. All right. So I know you're not a big drinker, but what is your go-to drink when you do decide to have a libation?
Let's see. Probably, I'm pretty easy there. Probably just some rum and Coke.
What kind of rum?
Oh shoot, man! Now you get technical on me. I don't know.
Come on, man. We have a bunch of connoisseurs in the chat. We have a lot of people that enjoy their adult beverages, so they need to know specifics.
Oh man, I don't know. I really don't know. I can't think of it off the top of my head. You got me on the spot. But I can tell you one thing now. I like my girly drinks too now. I'm with you on that one. I like my girly drinks. So
There you go. There's nothing wrong with a nice girly drink with an umbrella. So I know there's probably a lot of people out there that probably disagree.
I love it.
All right. So another Christy's cooking channel question, then we'll go over to Kent when we're done. But what is the best and worst thing you have ever made?
Let's see. The best thing is a brisket. I mean, it took me a while to get to that, but I think I do really, really well at a brisket. Worst thing I have ever done is, man, probably, wow. Fish. I mean, I did a fish video recently. I took that about a week ago. It came up today. But fish, I don't eat a whole lot of fish, so probably I fried some fish one time, man, and burn it to nothing but ash. So that was probably the worst one.
Nice. Well, I don't particularly enjoy the fish, so I'm with you, brother. All right, Ken, let's go to you real quick. You got any questions for old Scott here?
Yeah, I got a couple. Eric, Roundhouse Ranch Barbecue, one of our other vets is here, wants to know, are you a trusty shellback or a slimy wad?
I'm probably a shellback.
Okay.
Okay, what does that mean?
I'll let him explain it to you.
Well, the question was asked, and I saw the chat earlier, and CJ's like, is this something I'm going to piss this guy off with? Because neither CJ or I have been in the military. I mean, so, you know, we don't want to use a derogatory term towards any of our military.
I understand.
All right. Next question is from Josh and Babe. I want to know, do you ever visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina?
Yes. Yeah, I love Myrtle Beach. We actually were there for a day on our vacation about a week or so ago. We were staying down in Wilmington, North Carolina, and then we drove to Myrtle Beach. So yes, we love Myrtle Beach.
All right. The only other thing I have is from Lyle, who's probably a little delirious. He got up early this morning and it's his bedtime. But he made his comment what he thought potted meat is. And he says potted meat is nothing but pig peckers. So think about that next time you're eating it.
Yeah, it's lips. And some people, and I don't cuss, so I put it. You can call it lips and buttholes.
There you go. All right, that's all I got for now, brother.
All right,
thank you.
All right, man. Let's get into the YouTube channel of the things. What made you decide to set up a YouTube channel? What got you going?
Basically, it was, friends and family kind of daring me. This is very, very much out of my comfort zone to be on TV, or be on YouTube. I'm pretty much an introvert, so this has kind of helped me to kind of get out of my shell a little bit. But yeah, it was just basically friends and family saying, "Hey, why don't you share what you're doing?" And once I started, I kind of fell in love with it.
Right on. How long have you had your channel, brother?
My channel this September 26th or 27th will be a year.
That is exactly my year also, September 27th.
Oh, wow. That's awesome, man.
So you are doing much better than me. So good job.
Appreciate it, bro.
Very cool, man. Very cool. I'm not jealous at all, but I'm gonna go ahead and hang up now. So, all right, man.
Hey, and I apologize. I'm missing some of these conversations. So, thanks everybody again. I'm seeing a few of them. Thanks so much again for asking me how I'm doing. I'm doing very, very well today. A little tired, but just taking it day by day. So, thanks so much, guys.
Right on, right on. All right, real quick, I'm noticing a few more people joining in the chat, so I want to shout them out before we go to the next question. I saw Fire and Ice Barbecue, CLE Random, Cooking with Webby, Cooking Green Bastard Style, and Kirby from Kirby's Fishing Grill in there. So welcome, everybody. I appreciate you guys all coming by. I don't know where Hobo's at. Oh, and then Robert Roy and Marion's here, so right on. Marion, at the beginning, I thanked Scott for his service in the Navy, and I appreciate all the veterans out there, and you were one of them on my name, so thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. Let's go ahead and get back to the questions. All right. Is your channel just solely focused on barbecue, or do you find that you want to do other stuff too, or experiment or try new things?
Yeah, I'm kind of getting into that. I've got some ideas I want to try to do a little bit. I've done a few things with the air fryer. Hold on one second. Sorry, my little boy's making some noise.
No problem.
Come here. You want to say hey, everybody? You don't have your shirt on, though. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, I want to do some other things to kind of grow my channel, get some better ideas and so forth. I've tried to do a lot of simple ideas, different simple recipes to show people, just a backyard cooker. I don't do any competitions. I've done a little bit of competition, but not a whole lot. But yeah, just to show people that they can do it at home and try to make it very easy.
That was funny. I saw your boy running across like that.
He's crazy. He's
That's
crazy.
Awesome,
hey,
man.
Let's see if I can get my wife to come and say hello. Stacy, they wanted you to come say hey. Awesome. She'll be here in just a second.
All right, very cool. It's always nice to see the spouses jump on and say hi.
You say hey.
Hey, Miss Bailey, how you doing? Thanks for coming on.
She said hey. He said hey. Thanks for coming
Everybody in the chat said hi. I love it. The wife came on. What's up? Thanks for taking such good care of my guest this week.
He said, "Thanks for taking so much good care of my guest."
You're welcome.
She doesn't have to endure anymore. Very cool. It's rare that the spouses want to come on. So it's when they do. So that's cool that they have the support and they're there for you. So. And she obviously took good care of you, so you're able to get on tonight. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you film with?
I have a phone. Of course, I have a phone I use, which is a Samsung 8 Plus, and then also I have a R82, I believe it is. It's a camcorder, Canon R82.
Right on.
And I'm hoping, man, to save up. I want a Canon 70D or 80D is what I really is hoping for.
Yeah, I want to. I want another camera too. When this last year for Christmas, my team at the office got together and bought me a camera. Put their money together and bought me a camera for Christmas. So I've been using. It's a Canon. I don't know, with a bunch of numbers after it. Who knows what it is? But. I really do want to upgrade too, and I'd love to have both cameras too, so I can start doing more angles. So
yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah,
I tried that with using my camera, my phone, and my camera. I've done a little bit of that, but that's something that I don't have much skill on yet. So I definitely need to try that a bunch.
Nice. You see, Joey. Hey, Joey B, how you doing, brother? He says we need to get Stacy in the hot seat.
Oh yeah. Talking about my wife, Stacy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's funny. All right. I see Kenneth joined us. Casey from What's New Barbecue. I'm trying to see, like I said, Joey B's in there. So it's nice to see a lot of people. We got about 34 viewers. Everybody in the chat, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up. We need to get this going. We need to get viewed. We need to get exposure to the world. I saw Christy's cooking channel say she don't even like to be on her own camera, let alone her husband's camera. So that's interesting.
She's crazy. I love Christy.
Yeah, Christy's awesome. I want her on here so bad, just so we can get Lyle on, or not Lyle, Lloyd. So I'm sorry, I was thinking No Hippie. We need to get Lloyd on. Christy? It's not you. Seriously, I'm going after you to get to Lloyd. So, all right. Okay, so I saw a question in the chat, and I'm sorry if Kent wrote it down, but where do you get your awesome cookers? Because, obviously we talked about the pit bro earlier, but we've seen some interesting, contraptions on there that you got. Where do you find your wonderful toys? Where do you get these wonderful toys?
I mean, I'll be honest with you, and like I said before we came on, this is not bragging, man. Hopefully people know me by now, but I've been very blessed. My channel's been very blessed. I've had quite a few companies reach out to me. Of course, I'm always online looking for unique, things to show. I really try to find, if I can, some small mom and pop outfits. Again, companies that are veteran owned or they support veterans, to try to showcase their products. And I love my toys. So anything I can try to get, I love them. So again, a lot of, you can see my boy, he's still in the background back there. But sorry.
No worries, man. This is a family show. Regardless of the drinking and swearing, whatever. We like to have the families on. We like, I have 5 kids myself. They're luckily none of them are here. Everyone decided to go to the movies and let me be alone here and do my thing. So it's awesome, man. I love seeing kids on there. I love seeing the dogs. It's just, hey, if he wants to play behind you, he play behind you. It's fine. Kids of the world. My middle son, middle-ish, he's in the middle somewhere. He turned 12 today. So I went and I got to take him out to lunch and decided not to go back to the office. I just like, it's late. I'm gonna go home. So I love the kids on there. So don't even worry about it.
All right, man.
All right, brother. All right. The funniest thing that has happened while you were filming that we didn't see in the final edit.
Wow. Let me think about that. Probably one thing that was really funny was when my wife was filming the crawfish video, and you may if you look really close, you may see the camera jerk a little bit. She was trying to do a close up as I was lighting the burner, and as soon as it lit, it scared her to death, and that was pretty funny. And of course, you got your typical passing gas episodes that happen every once in a while. So,
jeez, right on. Now, does your wife primarily film for you, or do you do tripods and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm using more tripods now. Actually, my wife and my daughter, if I'm moving around a lot, they'll use the camera for me. But I do try to use the tripods as much as I can. I'm playing around with different audio things now, different mics and so forth. Try to improve as much as I can. I'll have you have your typical trolls that'll butcher you over your sound and your video quality, but then at the same time you'll have somebody saying it was the best video you've ever done, the best sound quality they've ever heard. So you can't make everybody happy, but I try to grow. I try to these guys like Troy, Justin, and Russ. All these guys are mentors to me, giving me ideas. So I try to take everything into consideration. And of course, I can only do what I can afford, but I definitely wanted to do better and make better quality.
Right. I feel the same way too. I started with the iPhone, worked to the camera. I had a Rode mic. Now I'm using a lapel mic. You know, it's all about improving and growing. And you know, we can see that in your videos too. You can see it in all our videos. Every once in a while, you know, I'm almost at my 100th video or download, whatever. And I go back and look at those first ones, and it's like, wow, how did I even get started? Why did anybody subscribe to me? This is just ridiculous. It's nice to see some progression, some growth. I spend a lot of time on YouTube University trying to learn, you know, everything. So it's pretty cool, man. So I love to see you're giving the effort and giving the time to grow too. That's very cool.
Yeah, I look it back. I try to watch my hands and and you know, different things like that, and then I catch myself saying, "Hey guys" or "guys" a lot. So you know, you get stuck on one thing, and it takes a while to get off of it. But you know, I really try, and I catch myself editing those, you know, stay tuned or whatever out as much as I can to keep it straightforward. And I'm trying to cut back on my videos. It's hard. Sometimes I'm still learning that because, you know, average time, people are not watching your video, but probably 4 or 5 minutes at the most of mine, you know, that I've seen. So I'm trying to cut back on to keep people, you know, there and trying to make myself a little bit more entertaining.
Right on, right on. I see a couple people in the chat talking about YouTube University. T-Roy, you are YouTube University. You and, you know, like you said, Russ and Justin and James and all them. Daryl from Bad Beast, we are watching you guys to emulate what you guys do so we can be as successful as you guys are. And aside with that, we also watch the influencers and you know, the Nick Nimmons of the world, whatever, so we can kind of learn how to do our thing and how to shoot and use lighting and all that jazz. So YouTube University is that. So I hope that clears it up for everybody. All right. I love this question. It's my favorite one to ask every time. If Hollywood were to make a video about you and your channel, who would it be? Who would play me?
Who would play me?
Yeah.
See, I'm saying Let's see. Let's see. The Rock. I love what's his face. He's a bigger guy than me. What's his name?
Come on, just flex one time.
Yeah. The Rock. What's his? I can't think of his name.
Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. I love that guy. He's a pretty cool guy. Yeah, I like Dwayne. Mark Wahlberg. He's a pretty cool guy. I like those two actors.
Nice. I was thinking Matthew McConaughey, because he got that slow Southern draw to him. So
yeah, they're good at. Yeah, they're good actors, so they can pick up that accent.
Really, they can pick up the accent right on. All right, cool. Obviously, we're a year into this. What has kept you going? What has kept the drive to keep getting better? Is there an end goal for you, or are you this is just a hobby for you? Like, what is your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's still a hobby for me. I'll be honest with you. I love this. I love what I do. I love to cook. I love to share with people. You know, ultimately, I'm hoping to make some extra income to put aside for my children. I love my children dearly. So, you know, I'd like to get some money aside for them. Of course, I needed some of this money to be able to get better equipment and so forth. But, hey, it would be great if it took off and I did this for a living. I don't see that happening, but yeah, I love it. So hopefully I can continue to do this, you know, for a long time.
All right, I don't know where he went, but in the meantime, until he comes back, Scott, I got some questions for you out of the chat.
Okay.
Kirby's Fish and Grill wants to know when you're going to cook him some of your barbecue.
Hey, brother, you're welcome anytime to come here to Eastern North Carolina. Hopefully the next time up in Scottsdale, we can get together. I'd love to cook you some, man, for sure.
All right. 2 questions from Pickles Barbecue. Have you ever cooked beef tongue?
All right, guys. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's all right.
I have no idea what just happened.
I'm filling in.
Thanks for filling in, Kent.
Yeah, I have never cooked beef tongue. I've heard it's actually pretty good, but I've never looked at a beef tongue and said, "Yeah, I want to, you know, cook that and eat it." So, but I heard it's pretty good.
You know, I had never cooked one either, and I was given one by my son-in-law because my daughter said it couldn't be in the house. So I brined that thing for about 6 days, and I put it on my small little smoker. And after it was cooked, of course, you cut off the outside layer of the actual tongue and just the muscle. Cubed it up and made burnt ends out of it.
Wow.
It was actually really darn good.
I leave for 2 seconds. You guys are talking about beef tongue.
It was a question. Blame Pickles Barbecue, not us.
Pickles, you're on timeout, dude.
All right. Pickles.
Thanks, Pickle.
His other question is, what is your best cook on a cheap cooker or smoker?
I tell you, and I'm not trying to keep plugging my channel, but recently, a few videos back, I did some of the best ribs I've ever made, ever tasted. And I give props to James at Aim 'em and Claim 'em for kind of giving me some tips on that. But I cooked that on just one of those the little Weber Jumbo Joe, and those ribs turned out awesome. They were great.
Okay. From one James to the other, Cooking with James wants to know, what is the best collaboration you've done?
Wow. Now you have definitely put me in the hot seat there.
It was the Epic Burgers, right?
Yeah, the Epic burger collaboration. No, man, I tell you, I can't really say for sure, you know, one or the other. You know, I love all you guys deeply. Respect you all. You know, I learn from all of you. So I can't say one is better than the other. You know, I get along with everybody, and the collaborations, you know, I love them all. I got some more coming up. So, but I can't tell you that there's one any better than the other.
Okay. One last thing about tongue. Meathead says he will make you beef tongue in a Dutch oven over coals.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it, Meathead.
I feel a collaboration coming on.
Oh.
Hey, Meathead, you cook the beef tongue, and I'll cook the potty meat.
There you go. All right, your break's over, CJ. Back to work.
Come on. Fine.
People.
All right. I see we got a couple more people jumping in the chat. We got a lot of viewers in there. Barbecue Pit Dudes is in there. Jason from Stone Mountain Barbecue. Daryl from Bad Beast Barbecue, who I just locked up for the first week in September for the hot seat. So thanks a lot, Daryl. We're going to be drinking a lot of Crown that night, so I'm excited about that. All right, and I saw Paul's Q, and then I saw a bunch of Piff going by. So that must be Phil in Florence. So welcome, Phil. How you doing, brother? It's good to have you on. I see Texas Style Barbecue Cuisine came on. Chef Johnny, how you doing? LeprakonTV is doing his job. There's only 5 likes. You guys need to get on that. Who else? I think that kind of covers everybody in the chat that I haven't seen. If you're new here, say hi. If you haven't subscribed to all of us, make sure you do. In the description, there's a link to everybody. Jay was working on learning how to post links into the chat. We'll see if he figured that out. I doubt it, but you know, he's been drinking all day, I'm sure. So, all right. I didn't see Mega Fred Zeppelin, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask his question. So if you guys, if he was there, you know, let me know. Your favorite music, your bands, whatever.
Some of you probably know I'm a drummer. I grew up in the 70s and 80s. My original was anything Southern rock, and Leonard Skinner, Molly Hatchet, all those groups, man. I can't name 38 Special. So many groups back in the day that I grew up with. Of course, as I got a little older, I was in the big hair days back when I actually had hair, and so I like a lot of groups, you know, a lot of metal groups. But Southern rock is my tried and true. That is my roots that I learned how to play on. I'm pretty versatile. I still play today. I've done a lot of studio work, so it's helped me to do a lot of different different musics, especially when you get called to do session work. You have to learn a lot. Stevie Ray, Vaughn, yes sir, Troy. I miss guys again. I apologize. I'm missing a lot of these things that are coming by. I thank you everybody for being here, but I'm missing a lot of your chats here. I'm trying to stay up with them, but I'm missing quite a few.
Don't worry about it. You can watch it. You watch it in the rerun over and over again. See yourself on big screen. Who taught you how to play drums? Like, how'd you get started doing that?
Man, I've been playing drums since I was 5 years old.
Oh, wow. Really?
I started playing when I was about 10 years old. My dad basically used to sing. He used to sing, like gospel music, what we call Southern gospel music around here. And I see Def Leppard. Yep, I see Def Leppard. I love them too. And just kind of, I fell in love with music, man. It's just been a part of me. If you ask my mom, I've been, beating on stuff since I was a baby. But I just had a joy, love it, and that was, I pursued that for a while. I actually was a full-time drummer for many years. My daughter was born. I decided to come off the road and get her a real job, I guess you could say. But I still play today.
Where do you play? Do you still do session work or at the church or what?
Yeah, I play at church, session work. I fill in for different bands. Country music, rock. I do a lot of different work. So but yeah, I play at church as much as anytime that they want the old man to play. I'll fill in and play for them.
Is there anything you won't play?
Man, I hate there's no such a thing as play. I don't like any kind of rap mess.
Not even like the 90s R&B hip hop that we grew up with.
Run DMC, I can deal with some Run DMC.
I was in Vegas last weekend and I saw Brian McKnight.
Oh, okay.
Old school. He's like, let me take you guys back to 92. I was like, oh, it was high school. It was great.
I guess if they paid me enough, I'd fill in for them. But
you jump onto some Brian McKnight. Scott from In for the Grill, not even E-double. That's funny. All right. All right, brother. If you could cook with anybody in history, who would it be?
Oh wow, man! I like and I might get a few people in here that don't like that, but I like and my brain just went blank on me. God,
Paula Deen.
Oh, I like Paula Deen. I like her. I ate at one of her restaurants recently. No, God, what's my man? The bleach blonde spiked hair dude. Yeah.
Oh, he's one of my favorite, dude. It's okay to like him.
Yeah, I like to go, when we're out and about, we try to find, if we're traveling, we like to try to find restaurants that he's been to. So, yeah. We actually went to, there's one in Raleigh, North Carolina, downtown Raleigh. It's called the Roast Grill, and they've got some of the best hot dogs I've ever had. And he was there. And he ate, I think, 15 hot dogs. Yeah, you see my daughter's hand. Come here.
You come say hi.
Come here. Come here. Come here, Mason.
Yo.
Now they're trying to be shy now. So
that's funny. I've gone to a guy's place in Vegas a couple times, and I love what he does there, man. He's got some great food.
Yeah.
Bit pricey because it's such a novelty, but it's pretty darn cool.
Hey, just a quick question. Anybody ate at a Wahlburgers? There's one in Raleigh now, so I was wondering if anybody's tried that out.
No, I've never tried it. I'm a big In-N-Out guy, but that's just a West Coast thing, I guess.
Okay.
So, all right, brother. Meathead's famous question: who would be on your personal Mount Rushmore?
Can you explain that a little bit for me?
Like, who are 4 people you look up to the most in life? Who would you put on there?
Okay. I mean, I'm a Christian, guys. You know, I'm not going to apologize for that. But God, foremost.
You don't have to apologize for it, brother. Don't worry.
My dad, he's passed now. My hero. I love that man. He's a big teddy bear. In fact, man, you remind me, meathead. I mean, not meathead, but CJ, you remind me of him. He kind of looked alike. He was a great guy.
Right on. So he's obviously a good-looking, smart man.
He looked like me, you know. But yeah. Okay, now I see meatheads now. High regard. Man, I tell you, my family, man, I absolutely love my family. So God, my dad, my mom, and my wife. I mean, you know, that's 5, including myself. But
you put yourself up there. I like that. That's a first for that answer. I'm in with that. That's nice. Josh said Trump. He put Trump up there. So we tend to agree to disagree on things. I love Josh to death. He's coming to my house next weekend, so it's gonna be a fun time. Anyway, let's get back to it. All right, I got a couple more questions, but I'm gonna go back to Kent real quick.
All right, just one, and it's from probably the most popular channel here, which is Daddy Dutch Barbecue and Cooking. Who is your favorite drummer of all time, other than yourself?
Buddy Rich is my favorite all-time drummer. Man, the guy had a 4-piece set and could do so much with 4-piece and a bunch of cymbals than guys with 25-piece. But and then John Bonham would be my next.
Okay. That's all I have for right now, CJ.
You are really lacking. You need a raise. Sorry, Ken.
I need some questions, guys. Ask me some questions.
Guys, in the chat, we're trying to go to 1 hour. We got about 20 minutes to go. So if you got any questions, get them in there. I see a lot of people in the chat. We got 39 viewers. That's awesome, man. You got a nice little following today. Very cool.
Thank you, guys.
Cool. Everybody just wanted to make sure you were actually here and out of the hospital and ready to go. So that's good, man. All right. What is one thing most people don't know about you?
Wow. Well, I kind of said one thing. That's a drummer. I don't think some people knew I was a drummer. Let's see. Hey, Stacy, what's something that most people don't know about me? I get to pull the wife in on this one.
Nice.
Oh, I do a lot of videos. She said I do a lot of videos with my hat, so people know that I'm bald now.
I think most people know that.
Oh, dang. I'm gonna have to come back on that one.
All right. I saw we're getting a lot of questions now. Barbecue Pit Dog Rob wants you to talk a little bit about. You all right?
Say that. Yeah, say that again. I'm sorry.
Rob from Barbecue Pit Dog wants you to talk a little bit about your Navy service. How long were you in? Where'd you go? What'd you do?
I signed up. I went into the Navy around the end of the Desert Storm. I was in there for a very short time. I signed up for 4 years, but I didn't do my full time. I actually got out on what they call a hardship discharge, which is still an honorable discharge. My dad worked for a company that laid him off, and he went into a major depression. So they went ahead and sent me home again. This was at the very end of Desert Storm, so they were pretty much, wanting people to leave. And as far as what I did, I was an operations specialist. I worked in Combat Information Center. And basically, if you see any of these TVs, movies that come on. I did it. You see all these grids and these green screens and stuff like that. That's kind of what I did. I learned how to write backwards. But I did leave early. I didn't really go very many places because I never even went over there, even though I was in Desert Storm during that era. I actually never went overseas at all. Basically, it was United States and some of the United States islands that I actually went to. So I never actually was in the war itself. But yeah, and then also people who may have known that the back in the older days, they also called my job a radar man.
All right, on. Where did you go to basic?
Great Lakes.
Right on.
Michigan. Right
on. Okay. Any special skills we don't know about? And feel free to bring Stacy in on that one too.
My wife, my daughter just said that people may not know my first name is actually David, but I go by Scott.
Right on.
Thank you, guys. I see everybody's. Thank you so much I appreciate that. They're thanking me for my service, so I greatly appreciate that. I thank everybody who's in here for their service as well. So, what was that question again? I'm sorry, CJ. Any special
skills we don't know about?
Any special skills that we don't know about?
I'm looking around. Anybody? Please.
My wife says I can draw, and I'm very good at math. So.
All right. Very cool. That's funny. All right. I know Kit has some more questions because I seen them flying by. So I got one last one, but go ahead, Kent, get them all out.
All right. Phil in Florence wants to know, have you used your whole hog pit yet?
Yes. I've only cooked some chicken. I need to do some more on that. I could probably cook a really small hog or a half a hog on that. But I've had several people request that I do some more. But I love that thing, and I think that might be one of the questions coming up. But it's probably one of my favorite pits that I had that I cook on. Very simple, that I did a video on. So yeah, I'm going to for sure do some more cooks coming up on that.
Okay. Marion Robert Roy wants to know your thoughts on outdoor flat top griddles, and he said he's asking for a friend.
Jeez. Well, I don't have a Blackstone or anything like that. I do have the Watchman stove, which has a pretty good attachment for that, for doing that. I've got some videos coming up for that in the near future, but I'm sorry, I don't have a Blackstone, and I'm not familiar with the Blackstone or the Blue Rhino or I guess Camp Shift has one, but I know Blackstone is a pretty favorite one that I see a lot of. But there's a Blue Rhino here, I think out of Winston-Salem, not too far from me, that have reached out to me, but they won't give it to me free, and I couldn't afford their discount. So maybe one day I'll get one.
All righty. Let's see. Josh and Babe, first of all, they want you to watch the Carolina Country Music Festival video. Okay. And then they want to know, what kind of software or app do you use to edit your videos?
I use the Power Director. I think mine is the 16, Power Director 16.
All right. JP Barbecue wants to know, what is your favorite go-to barbecue sauce?
Veterans Q. Right here. Great stuff. Better known. It is some great stuff. Veterans Q is definitely my, as far as that I have to buy, or I receive, Veterans Q is definitely my top favorite. And of course, I'm from Eastern North Carolina, so just a basic homemade barbecue sauce that I make I love that too.
All right. My last question is from Barbecue Pit Dudes. They want to know what kind of pits you have. What different pits you have.
Wow. They want to know how many pits I have or what I have, Stacey. That's kind of funny. I love my toys again, so I've got quite a few. I've got a couple of pellet smokers. I've got Green Mountain, Daniel Boone. I've got Z Grill that I recently got. I'll be doing some videos on that. I've got a wood pellet pizza oven. I've got a Weber kettle. I've also got the Members Mark kettle. I've got the Jumbo Joe, Watchman stove. I've got a little yakitori grill that I cook on. A couple of gas grills. One of the wow, yeah, I've got quite a few, but I'd say again my top one is the one that I made out of center brick, and then the next one would be a Weber. Of course, you can't go wrong with a Weber.
All right. One final question came in. College team, where you're at. UNC, NC State, or Duke, or other?
I'm a Tar Heel fan for sure.
Good man. I like the heels. So that's all I got for now, CJ.
All right,
yes,
cool. I have 2 more questions left for you guys, and then we'll kind of wrap it up. I'll throw the link to the hangout in the chat, so if you guys want to jump on, feel free. 3 channels you watch on YouTube. 1 big, 1 small, 1 you think should be bigger.
A big channel, of course. T-Roy is a big channel. That's a large one. And Roy, T-Roy, and Russ, of course. Those 2 channels are 2 of the top channels that I watch.
All right, cool. What about small and big? One small and 1 that you think should be bigger.
A small channel is Barbecue Pit Dog. That's a smaller channel, but I think he should be bigger. I like that guy. I watch everybody in here, so don't take anything I say in a negative way. I guess a small channel. What's his name? Is it the Bomb Smoke? I like that guy. He's pretty funny. He's a fairly small channel.
All right, cool. I just recently saw him put a video up on the YouTube Cooks group, so I'll definitely want to check it out. Okay, last question. Who do you think should be on the hot seat?
I want to see Christy. Is she still in here?
Christy's cooking channel. Hey, listen, I'm with you, brother. Not sure that's ever going to happen. I've offered money. I've offered beer. Anything I could do. But her and Booger, which where the hell's Booger at? She didn't want to be on there. I just saw an emphatic no. Christy, come on. You got so much to offer the world. You have your husband, and that's all we want.
Yeah, I agree with you on Booger. I'd like to see Booger as well. But yeah, come on, Christy, you can do it. How about Cast Iron Skillet?
All right. I'll reach out to John. I like it. All right. So the floor is yours. We're going to wrap it up. So if you want to say anything, knock yourself out.
Yeah, again, guys, I've said it more than one time in here, but I love you all. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You guys and guys like my family, been very supportive of me. I thank you so much again for reaching out to me, all your thoughts and prayers during this recent scare. And I wish you all the best. I really do. If there's anything I can do, any channels in here, big or small, that I can help you out in any way, reach out to me. I'd love to help you out in any way. So thanks again for being here. Thank you for all your questions. Love you all, guys. Thank you so much.
All right, then. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm going to put the link to the Hangout in the chat right now. So jump on and hang out on the Hangout. Scott, I really appreciate you coming on today, brother. I appreciate you putting your family on there. I know it was hard for you. This has been a little rough week for you, and I totally understand. I am just amazed that you're here. And as many outs as I gave you, you did good, kid. So
yeah,
really
thank you, bro.
Appreciate it, man. For real, man. Just from the bottom of my heart, man. And I'm glad you're okay. Many prayers went your way. Keep up with that health. Keep us posted on everything that's going on. And that's it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and put that link in the hot seat or in the chat. There you go. About to stop the broadcast now. Thank you guys, everybody, for stopping in. Kent, you did awesome. Hobo, thanks for jumping on there, brother. And I appreciate you letting me do this on my own, but you'll always be there for me, and I dig you for that, brother. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the broadcast now. If you're watching on the replay, thanks for sticking this far. I appreciate you. All right, guys, take care.